Pick up right where we left off last video. Had to get this new tire. Get it put back on here. All right. As we see them driving off, that's why we had to get tire changed early this morning. If I wanted to use that truck, you know, before I unhooked it. But anyway, yeah, Kaylin and Kimber, I guess Ann Willis tagging along, going to a horse show just for the day. They'll be back later. I got that new tire wheel put on. Cattle trailer, got it backed back under there off the little trailer jack. So I've got a few cows that are demanding to be fed this morning, so we may grant them that wish. We typically I like to go up the road and take care of those first thing, but it's Saturday. Routines always change on Saturdays. The fact they're coming up there is good. We want that. We want to get them in that routine coming in there, because if we can finish leveling all that up, get our pens reassembled, we're going to be running them through the chute. At least my father-in-law's cows and calves, get them checked out, vaccinated, whatnot, tags in their ears, and then eventually we got to wean all the calves. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and load up some feed and side by side and go do that with them, since we got, there's not many of them up here, but there's a few. Excuse me, ma'am. No, ma'am. Ma'am. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That way. You stay in there. I'm bringing the feed to you. All we need is just a little patience. They seem to be short on it this morning, which they're probably also short on hay. They weren't completely out yesterday afternoon, but probably getting close. Now, not you. See if we can get the rest of them coming up to 2. It's only like 11 cows up here right now. About 40 more of them. We need to come on up here. Not gonna catch them this morning, of course, because like I said, we don't have our pens reassembled. And these want to come in through that gate, which I guess that's okay. I'd rather them come up from down the bottom of the hill. Horned cow there always comes to feed. She's a little squirrely though. If she'll come to feed, we can usually deal with it. Very rude and impatient. Hey, what's the hurry? I'm gonna give y'all 4 buckets of feed once a day. No matter if I do it at 6:45 in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But anyway, all right. Yeah, I'd like to get a few more of them come on up here before we put out the feed, though. Get back. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Got a few more stragglers working their way up. The horned cow coming back after she ran off. But yeah, we did get a little rain. Like today's Saturday. It was, I guess, Wednesday night or afternoon, overnight into Thursday morning. But an emphasis on the little. We got just barely over a 1/4 inch here. Not enough, considering that you know, some areas of the county are actually classified as extreme drought right now, but it was a little bit. Looking on the bright side, we're not so wet that we can't continue doing a little dirt work. and hopefully having all the dirt work completed on that project here just later on this morning. But anyway, yeah, get you a bite of breakfast, girl. Sometimes gonna be a little shy, but anyway, we're gonna get out of their way and ride on up the road. Actually, no, I'm not gonna ride down there and look at their hay right now because I know I gotta put some out anyway. We'll just do that when we get back home. This heifer right here, I don't know if you can appreciate it from this angle, but one that had the huge abscess on her shoulder back kind of in the late summer, and she's got a swelling coming up there again. It just don't look great. So it doesn't look like she's about to die or anything, but probably gonna run her through the chute. I did bring some antibiotics, but need to see if that thing's soft and is organized back into an abscess, and if so, we'll open it up again. But I hate to see that. She had, because she is bred, one of the bred heifers, and had looked, you know, really good after we drained it the first time, but now she's, yeah, I'm afraid she's not gonna necessarily make a replacement long term. But anyway, we'll get them fed and see if we can get her run through the chute and get that addressed here first thing. Number 19. Go on, baby. Go on, big girl. Go on, big girl. Go on, big girl. Thank you there. All right. Well, she sorted off the rest of them easier than I could have imagined. Really easy on us. Nope, don't back up. Easy, baby girl. Okay. So, it is nice and soft. I don't know why it keeps organizing like this. I'm doing abscess. I can feel pretty well where like the old scar is from where we drained it last time. I'll squeeze her down a little bit so she can't jump too much. We're gonna lance it open again, I guess. I know, baby, I'm sorry. Smells lovely. Oh, that was rewarding there. Oh, we got that on camera. I could tell, it's like, man, there's still a big pocket of fluid. Finally just put just enough pressure on it. It all gave way. So, there we go. Nice little pool of pus there. Yeah, try not to use my dirty hand on the camera. Whew. Yeah. Yep. Well, like you'd expect. Okay, so now we're gonna dose her with an antibiotic. Might not want to use that knife to slice up any appetizers tonight or anything. Or at least rinse it off first. Easy, baby. Split that injection between two sites with it being such a large volume. Okay, so abscess drained, antibiotic administered. Let's squeeze off of them. There we go. All right. So, I mean, on one hand, she really doesn't even act like anything's wrong with her. She was right up here at the gate, and I had noticed it yesterday. I knew I mean, obviously I brought antibiotics. I mean, I knew we were coming into the situation this morning. She's out there munching around, picking on grass, just like the rest of them. She was eager to get to a feed bunk, but don't know what her fate will be long term. She's part of the group of 23 that we've got listed a few places for sale, bred heifers. Anybody's interested, reach out to us. Find a link to our email in the description on the video, like always, or you can go to our website, hurricanecreek.farm, and reach out to us. But you know, assumption being, you know, if I was buying a group of heifers and had one that had a couple of abscesses like that, you know, I'm probably going to cut her back. So ultimately, we may end up just keeping her. You know, if she's still bred, she doesn't keep doing this, let her at least calve out from this current pregnancy. Kind of go from there like we do with all of them. But anyway, she's probably not going to end up sold, and that's okay. There might be one or two others in there that somebody cuts back. I don't know. The rest of them are pretty uniform and look really nice, but okay. All right, we're taking some hay, at least 2, maybe 3 rolls out to the cow herd here at home. And I want to clear up a couple of things. You know, made a couple of very simple, short jokes or jabs at the Democrats in my last video. And yeah, for the most part, everybody thought it was funny, because it was. But you know, a couple of people in the comments, you know, were a little bit offended, which, look, I don't set out to try to offend people, but I'm certainly not trying to not offend people. So if you got offended by that, there's plenty of other content. You probably should just move on. Kind of think about it. Was it Conor McGregor who said, take the time to apologize to absolutely no one? Yeah, I'm not quite that brash, but yeah. 2, apparently some people took me taking a jab at Republicans as being like an endorsement, or a jab at the Democrats as being an endorsement of the Republicans. In no way, shape, or form was that what I was doing. Now, I tend to certainly lean that direction and side with the Republican agenda. Now, the actual Republicans we have in office, especially in Washington, yeah, about 99% of them are as worthless as tits on a war hog. So, now, that was not an endorsement of Republicans in any way, shape, or form. So, but anyway, we don't aim to get political here. We're not going to necessarily shy away from it either. And yeah, if you're, you know, butthurt because you think the Democrats are doing a great job, whew, you need Jesus way more than you need Hurricane Creek Farms in your life. So I suggest you probably look inward and figure that out, because you're beyond me helping you if you believe that. So anyway, back to farming. Contest, place a bet for how long it takes Tyler to find one of these. Then leave a comment below. We may come up with a prize. We set a hat to somebody, whoever gets the closest. Yeah, give me a date for when you think pulling up with one of these in a tire, either a tractor or side by side. I would say soon though. All right, so it's just a beautiful day, very nice day. Sun's shining. I think we're getting up to about 60. Still a little cool with the wind blowing, but should have deer hunted this morning, but we just had a bunch of things to do. So got our dirt work getting close. We don't have like a laser level, whatever fancy dirt moving system, but we did stretch these lines, kind of measuring, seeing where we are. Got a little bit of a high spot here in the middle. We'll keep shaping it up. A little lower back there in the back. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we want it to be fairly level. Building up a little dirt out there. But oh, today too is Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day to all our veterans out there. I know we do have some veterans in the audience. That also reminds me, you need to check out my buddy Nick's page. It's Above All Aerial Imaging. Kind of a mouthful, but we'll try to put a link to it up here, wherever in the video. Usually I can figure out how to do that. We'll also have a link in the description. I know I can do that, but check it out. He did a really cool video I just watched while I was grabbing a bite of lunch at the West Tennessee Veterans Cemetery, a Veterans Day tribute. But check that out. He does all kinds of aerial imaging, as the name would imply. Photography for real estate and different things like that. But anyway, we're gonna get back on the tractor, touch this up just a little more. And again, there's always a football game of interest. We got about 3 hours till kickoff still. So we might actually start setting the pins back up today. I'd hoped just to get the dirt work done and maybe start working on the pins tomorrow, but we might actually get to moving some panels. But anyway, we'll see. Gotta move a little more dirt, touch that up a little more first. All right, and looky there. Got the chute under the barn. It's got I don't know, about 98% more of the pins to get set up, but we're gonna kind of start it off with where I knew we wanted it set. Dirt leveled up pretty well where we wanted it. Yeah, probably will do most of this project tomorrow because we've only got a little over an hour until kickoff. So we'll probably just come about wrap the video up right here. We'll get most of these pins set up tomorrow. But for some reason I'm getting to where I like to do this. I'll tell y'all what we're eating tonight because you know it's gonna be beef, but we got some ribeyes, or not ribeyes, we got some T-bones. We got some antelope bratwurst we're gonna cook for kind of a appetizer. But yeah, T-bones will be our beef for tonight. Yeah, check back with us tomorrow. Or next video, we will be filming tomorrow. That's our plan. We're getting ready to get some calves, run through the chutes, some wing, get some cows hauled off that are gonna be culled, and then get some steers on feed for the winter time. But we appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all. Again, be sure to check out my buddy Nick over at Above All Aerial Imaging. And yeah, see y'all next time. Y'all eat beef and God bless.